watching 6 ABC. Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program.
A 7-year-old girl is grabbed by a masked man right in front of her home in Newark, Delaware, and now police are investigating whether this suspect has struck before. Police in 2 communities are now comparing notes.
It is Tuesday night. The big story on Action News is an attempted abduction in Delaware, and there are similarities to a case still under investigation in Bethel Township, Delaware County. Action News reporter Lauren Wilson live in Bethel tonight with details. Good evening, Lauren.
Good evening, Monica. Here in Bethel Township, police are still waiting for some forensic evidence to come back in that failed abduction case that happened back in November. Meanwhile, Newark police have a similar case on their hands, and so investigators are left to ask, are the 2 cases linked?
At this time, we're giving it a serious look.
Friday's case happened here on Blair's Court in Newark. A 7-year-old girl who was standing near her parents' car was grabbed by a man wearing a black ski mask. Newark police say the would-be abductor covered the girl's mouth and fled with her on foot. But while near a fence, the youngster somehow managed to break away. In Bethel, a masked man tried to grab a 13-year-old girl who was waiting here for her school bus on Salkey Way and Trotters Lane. That man brandished a knife. Investigators in both jurisdictions plan to compare notes tomorrow.
We all did touch base on this. We're looking at anything and see if there are similarities. In both cases, it's reported that there were masks, so we're really giving it a serious look.
While Bethel and Newark police further investigate, parents are being warned to pay extra attention to their children.
Obviously, keep an eye on your children, know where they are. Don't leave them alone outside, unsupervised, and make them have a plan. If something happens, tell them to scream, to draw attention to themselves, to yell stranger, stranger, make themselves safe as they can be.
It's advice the mother of this 3-year-old took, especially after a Newark police officer talked to residents on Blair Court today.
It's scary, especially when you have a little one and, it's 7 o'clock on a Friday night. It's terrifying, so.
While police stress it's important not to frighten your children, they say it is time to talk to them about stranger danger. Live in Bethel Township, I'm Lauren Wilson, Channel 6 Action News.
All right, Lauren, thank you. In other news tonight, it's been 1 week since that devastating earthquake in Haiti, and today more U.S. military troops are on the ground in Port-au-Prince. Officials say there are now as many as 11,000 soldiers helping to provide security and get much-needed aid into the hardest-hit areas. ABC's Lindsay Davis is live in Port-au-Prince tonight with more on the situation there. Lindsay, good evening.
Good evening to you, Rick. There is progress, but still a long way to go. Just to give you an example, 1.5 million people here lost their homes. That's the entire population of the city of Philadelphia. Another instance here. The commander of the UN says there are 2 primary problems on the ground, security and aid. But he says that the issues are related. So once you can get more aid to the people, security will not be as much of a problem because he says largely the fighting is over scarce resources.
Quite a sight for sore eyes. American soldiers landed at Haiti's damaged presidential palace this morning. They are here to provide much-needed security to one of the hospitals.
Very happy, man. We got a blessing because America is a country blessing. But we're going to get some good hope and we got something going to change for us.
Officials say there's a lot of aid on the ground, but transportation bottlenecks, fear of attacks on aid convoys, and the collapse of local authority is making it difficult to reach all the quake victims. Hunger, thirst, and anger erupted in the Haitian capital on Monday. People are fighting to survive. They take whatever they can get their hands on. Candles, one vital resource here since there's no electricity.
We have to steal and then sell to make money for food. We're all sleeping in the streets. We have lost our homes.
On the main road out of Port-au-Prince, a different struggle, a mass exodus. Trucks filled with Haitians leaving the capital in hopes that life might be better in the country. And a lucky few are leaving Haiti altogether. A plane with 53 Haitian orphans arrived in the U.S. this morning. New images have emerged showing the moment the quake struck. This one taken by a missionary working in an orphanage. And a first look at the damage at the epicenter of the quake. This is Car 4. Hillside homes flattened, the area devastated.
And we have several amazing survival stories to pass along to you today. People who actually managed to live for 7 days, an entire week without food or water. One man who was just discovered by looters today, his hand caught between two slabs of concrete. He was ultimately rescued. A 60-year-old woman who was just pulled from the rubble of the National Cathedral. She's said to be dehydrated, but likely going to be just fine. There are other rescue attempts that remain ongoing at this very hour. Reporting live from Port-au-Prince, Lindsay Davis, Channel 6, Action News. Rick?
Lindsay, thank you for that report. New Jersey has a new governor tonight, the first Republican to hold the office in more than a decade.
I, Chris Christie,
elected governor of the state of New Jersey,
elected governor of the state of New Jersey,
do solemnly promise and
Christie was sworn in as the 55th governor just before noon today at the State House in Trenton. Also sworn in was New Jersey's first ever lieutenant governor, Kim Guadagno. Tonight, the two will attend a $500 a plate cocktail hour in Newark instead of the standard inauguration night party. Governor Christie says it's in response to the sagging economy. Proceeds from the party will be given to charity. Police in Bensalem, Bucks County are looking for the thief who broke into a market and stole the cash registers. The crime at Lou's Farm Market on Bristol Pike was recorded by surveillance cameras. The burglar can be seen breaking in through a bathroom window. He then makes his way around the store, finally taking the 3 cash registers up front. Each contained only $100. The burglar then left through the front door. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
An 84-year-old man was killed after a crash on County Line Road in Warrington, Bucks County. Police say the driver of an SUV lost control and slammed into a van. The van was driven by Joseph Osiak of North Wales, who was pronounced dead at the scene. There were several other crashes in the area as well. Police say there was ice on the road that contributed to the crashes there. A child is in serious condition tonight after being hit by a car. It happened about 12:30 in Glen Olden, Delaware County. Chopper 6 HD over the scene at Linwood Circle and West South Avenue. You can see the impact damaged the windshield of a minivan. Police say the young person was on a bicycle at the time. The driver remained at the scene and that investigation continues. Fire destroyed a family-owned business in Reading, Berks County. The flames were first noticed just before midnight at the auto beauty shop here on 8th and Bingaman Streets. It wasn't until 4 this morning the fire was completely extinguished. Firefighters had to call a third alarm for more crews to handle the inferno. There were more than 20 vehicles in the shop at the time. Damage is estimated between $300,000 and $500,000.
Well, we are still in the heart of winter, but our warm streak continued again today. So what about the rest of the week? Meteorologist Adam Joseph standing by outside with some answers from AccuWeather. Hey, Adam.
Good evening to you, Rick. Luck is starting to run out. The January chill that is supposed to be around this time of year will start to trickle back into the region starting tomorrow. But for today, it was cloudy, but it's still a very mild day in Philadelphia. Our high temperature so far, 51 degrees. That is 13 degrees above normal. Normal is 38. And out of the last 5 days, 4 of them have reached the 50s for high temperature. So we have enjoyed a January thaw over the last week or so. But a cold front is now starting to press through. That's the cloud cover you're seeing. South of the front, temperatures responded into the 50s today, still 55 in Charleston, and even 60s through the Virginias and the Carolinas. Raleigh right now 64 degrees, but you can see some cooler air draining in from the north of Pittsburgh right now at 33. As we take a look at Storm Tracker 6 3D Live, we'll show the precipitation with this front. All of the energy really kind of rolled through northern New England and southern New England. Boston, Portland getting some snowfall. As you see, it is dry to the south, but if we zoom to the other side of the United States, on the west coast, they've been hammered by feet of snow in the mountains and flooding rains in the valleys, pushing in from San Diego, San Francisco, and also pushing into the desert southwest. This is actually a piece of energy that will break off, head our way, and we've been talking about a storm for the end of the week. I'll have 2 possible tracks it will take, and Rick and Monica, what could or could not come here by Friday. We'll talk about it in that AccuWeather forecast in just a little bit.
All right.
Mystery deepens.
We hope it doesn't come, Adam.
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
whatever, you'll find out.
We don't want it.
Can't be good in the winter, that's for
If
sure.
he's talking about it now, we don't want it. Time now for a check of our Action News traffic report Tuesday night.
All right, let's go to Matt Pelman and see what's cooking in the Action News Traffic Center. Hey, Matt.
We don't want it, Matt.
I'm sure you don't. Yeah, nothing too mysterious on this front, Rick and Monica. Slow speeds on the Schuylkill Expressway. No shock. We've got just 11 miles per hour eastbound by 30th Street, just 34 on 95 northbound by Girard. There was a crash in East Falls along Henry Avenue, right by Philadelphia University. There in the construction zone. Luckily, that cleared out a little bit ago. And let's check out those slow speeds on the Schuylkill out around the Conshohocken curve. Here's the scene. Taillights headed eastbound. It's going to take you 18 minutes right now to travel eastbound from the Blue Route to the Vine, so it could be worse. 14 is what I ideally would be, and that's what it is on the westbound side of the Schuylkill right now. But there's a crash to watch out for out here in Montgomery County. Lower Providence, a vehicle ran into a tree, and as a result, Germantown